Welcome back to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. And Dan, when I wake up, you know who I'm going to be?
Who are you going to be?
I'm not going to be Bobby MacIntyre, but I may be Charlie Hull ripping darts like it's nobody's
Oh,
business. Nobody's business. Welcome back to the show. Thanks for
welcome
joining
back.
in. And on today's episode, allegedly, people get a little lighter when they go to Canada, Dan.
Yeah.
Let's just say they leave their jewelry at home. Charlie Hull takes the LPGA. Hey, never mind, Sasso. Never mind your Open Championship. Charlie Hull gets it done.
Charlie
Charlie
Hull
Hull.
gets it done.
Everybody loves her. Maybe we'll talk about Bobby Mack and walking 500 miles. We'll eventually get into Jack's place. And Dan, word on the street. Word on the street is you have become an Oilers fan.
Yeah, I have
And
over
it
the
has
last couple days.
And it has nothing to do with Rory McIlroy's girlfriend.
That's true. That's true too. That's true too.
Hey, let's have a drink, man. I mean, for once in professional golf, the champion, the winner, he gets it right. What are you going to be doing? He said, I'm getting my ass on a plane tomorrow and I'm going home with my girlfriend to celebrate a little bit.
There you go.
I'll see you at the Open. Why can't we just say it like it is anymore, Dan?
Dive bar Bobby.
do you
keep that man away from a bus?
do you think he was singing the Proclaimers on the way back home?
If I were a betting man, which we are, I would say yeah. Wouldn't you say yeah?
I don't know why he wouldn't be. I would be. It's well thought out. Let me tell you I know for a fact. I don't know much about Bobby Mack.
Yeah.
Other than he is now a PGA Tour champion.
Mm-hmm.
And he won it in North America, by the way.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And he's not a big fan of drones. Has the drone wave not made it over to Scotland yet?
Mm-hmm.
It has.
I don't think it has.
I don't think it has.
I guess not. Maybe too much wind.
He was very adamant. I told you the last time I'm telling you, keep it away from me.
Yeah.
What do you think about Dad on the bag? Good thing, bad thing?
A winning recipe.
It was a winning recipe. Allegedly, Dad will not be back on the bag at his next outing.
That's true. It's going to be in Hawaii.
Allegedly. It's going to be next week. Next 2 weeks. 2 weeks. A week after the Memorial. They'll be in North Carolina, up in your stomping grounds.
Yeah. Well, maybe he should be in Hawaii. Maybe he'll win a major.
Well, I mean, he's going to be in Hawaii next year.
No, I'm just saying Dad will be in Hawaii.
Well, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, just Xander style. Now you got it. Okay.
So how crazy is this? Xander, the dad doesn't show up, and Xander wins a major. Bobby Mack's dad's on the bag, and he wins his first tournament. What's the chance that Mr. Schauffele is on the bag in the Sandhills? Is there any chance that Mr. Schauffele is on the bag in the Sandhills?
There could certainly be. He could certainly be on the bag. And yes, to your point, I do think he is definitely. I remember, and I didn't see it anywhere like the last day or two, but I remember after the Ryder Cup, they could not stop singing the song. He's got it all going, doesn't he?
It's too good, man. It's too good. Is this an answer now? Is this an answer to Liv Golf? I mean, is this?
This was the Ryder Cup, so I don't know if he did this after the win, but If he ever wins the Zurich, I know what they're singing. Get to cue it up. Cue it up.
I mean, this is like, does this solve the PGA's problems?
It could.
Xander wins a major. Bobby Mack gets his first victory. I mean, star power on the rise. Maybe.
Good stuff though, right?
When do we see Charley Hull tee it up on the PGA Tour?
Good question. Good question. Not soon enough. Not soon enough. I don't know. Maybe could they play? I think well, we could invite her, right? Can we invite her in? Like, I would love for her to be playing like one of those events, like those father-daughter things or whatever, with John Daly.
Does she have to call him daddy the whole round?
I don't think she'd care.
I wonder, do they? We got to find out if they smoke the same brand. I mean, people are. I don't smoke a lot of cigarettes, and I'll be the first to tell you. But I hear that people are particular about their brand of cigarettes. Like I'm not particular about my brand of booze. I mean, give me a bottle of whiskey and I'm in, man. I'll take it.
Right.
But I hear people are very particular about, like, people don't. So is this odd that people don't cross over brands of cigarettes, but they will of spirits? I'd have a hell of a lot more money if I just drank one brand of bourbon.
Good point.
I'd have a lot more room in my closets too. I mean, this is it's something we need to look into. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't either.
I mean, think about it. Like cigarettes and bourbon. Like Marlboro Reds. I mean, that's the barrel proof of a cigarette, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about a Marlboro Light.
That's a good point.
Getting into the 90 proofers. Marlboro Ultra Light. We're getting into the 84 proofers.
Yep.
You want something finished? How about a menthol?
Yep. There you go.
I mean, I don't know why this is not caught on in the tobacco world. We need to get a hold of a big tobacco and tell them they've missed the mark here. Joe Camel is not the way into the future.
No,
we need to be blending cigarettes and cross marketing these puppies.
So do we want to? So MacIntyre, great performance, obviously, great win.
Great performance.
I mean, nothing else really to say. I mean, was it the greatest tournament out there? No, but good times, right? Good times. I mean,
I thought it delivered. I wasn't disappointed.
Well, I mean, from a delivery perspective, it was a typical 2024 PGA Tour event.
It was. Who Ben Griffin shows up, well, here's the not funny part, but yeah, I mean, if you look through the list of players, right, the top 10, let me throw the top 10 at you. T10 or better. Joel Damon. By the way, we made a little cash in DraftKings, by the way. Keith Mitchell, Sam Burns, Mac Hughes, Ryan Fox, Mav McNeely, Corey Connors, Rory McIlroy. We'll talk about him in a second. Tom Kim finally shows up. Hey, what do you know, Tom? Vic Perez, Ben Griffin, and Bobby Mack.
Right.
The casual golf fan. Somebody like the casual golf fan, somebody that listens to a show like this.
Yeah.
How many of those people do you think they'd be able to pick out?
50%. What do you think?
Maybe 50%. I'm talking the casual. Ben Griffin, you couldn't even fucking pick out Ben Griffin. You didn't even know who Ben Griffin was when he was on there putting and missing his birdie putt. You didn't even know who he was.
Well, you may be right.
Vic Perez, no way. Tom Kim, yes. Rory McIlroy, I don't know. Would they notice him without the ring? Corey Connors, yes. Mav McNeely, I think that people would think that they know Maverick McNeely, but I think they'd confuse him. Ryan Fox, doesn't even look like a golfer. Sam Burns, yes. Kashmir Keith, yes. Joel Damon. Luckily, he did the Oilers move a year ago in Scottsdale, so he's now plastered in people's minds. So yes, they would be able to pick him out. But I don't think many. Yeah, so maybe 50% at best.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good on Bobby Mack. I think we got more to come from this gent. And looking forward to it. I thought he was crying. Dad was holding it together. But the one part I thought it was a little too early when the drone was flying. He said, if they don't cut that shit out, I'm going to go mental.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe a little too soon for the mental comments. Maybe a little too soon. I mean, not for us, but I'm saying for some people, maybe a little too soon.
It was definitely those drones. I mean, I can understand it, right? I mean, I can see how it could be distracting for golfers.
So Trevor, who was up there, Ian Baker, Colt, I don't know how the hell he can say anything, but they did say, he hasn't had a lot of time in the spotlight, and it is 2024. So if you want to be in the spotlight and you want to be coming down the stretch on Sunday, you better get used to the drones.
Colt obviously doesn't know about Bobby Mack's singing career.
He does not know about it. He's used to the limelight. I mean, he was shouting it out. He was not holding back. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
Yeah, good tournament. I enjoyed it. I want to get to some other stuff that was going on in Canada, though. Can we do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we get to some... You may have seen it, may have heard about it. If you ever go to Instagram at Birdies_Bourbon, you would have seen it on there. There are a couple folks that and I want to talk about this because I feel like the PGA Tour and the supporting cast. And when I say the supporting cast, I'm talking about the commentators and the rules officials and all this stuff, right? It's kind of like working in an office. And it can get a little messy. You spend a lot of time together, you get to know each other. Next thing you know, you're standing in the bathroom and somebody else comes and standing beside of you and you guys are peeking over the stall. No, you're not really peeking over the stall. But I feel like there's a little soap opera going on here. I feel like we're getting back scripted again.
Yeah.
Somebody was holding that microphone and they were waving that hand around.
I didn't know if she was going to be there to, with all the controversy and everything.
Not only was she there, she interviewed post round Sunday.
Yeah. I agree.
So
kind of weird.
So I took it upon myself. Me being the, I don't like I'm one that doesn't like the facts to get in the way of a good story.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the trusted resource known as Wikipedia. And I said, well, hold on just a second. Let's just take a look here. And I typed in Amanda Balionis. And I clicked on the old wiki page, and it said, and because I couldn't remember her husband's name. Allegedly, he was a football player. I shouldn't say he definitely played for the University of North Carolina. He was rostered by several other NFL teams. Says she was married in 2022. It also says, will you trust Wikipedia as a resource for this conversation?
Yeah.
I'll take that. It says she was separated in 2024. Furthermore, when you scroll down to personal life, I'll skip through all the noise. And the last sentence under personal life, as of May 2024, Balionis and Rory McIlroy have been reportedly dating. The plot thickens, Dan.
The plot thickens.
So here's what I'll tell you is it's definitely not, I haven't been involved in a lot of legal matters. I'm definitely no legal beagle. But what I would tell you is probably not good. I mean, that's like a print screen right there. And that's, Your Honor, I'd like to introduce Exhibit A.
Not a good look.
Not a good look.
Not a good look.
It's not a good look. I don't even know. I think he's filed for divorce. I don't even think that they're divorced yet. And maybe, maybe, I don't know about the state of Florida. I think the state of North Carolina, isn't there like a 365-day cooling off period that you have to go through before you
I
get a
think
divorce?
something like that. But here's what I would say is we know the announcement came, I think it was right after Quail Hollow, right?
Yeah, right before the PGA Championship.
We don't talk about dates, people. It's all in tournaments. So,
tournaments.
It was Monday after Quail. That's the date it was.
Monday after.
So you bring up a good point of Judge. We'd like to show to you Exhibit A, but Exhibit A might exist like from months ago.
Ooh, like a dicture.
Like there's probably it was probably already well on its way.
Wasn't there someone in a Oilers jersey? What do you call a hockey player's shirt? Is it still a jersey?
I think it's a
schmuck.
We're not a hockey podcast, even though we've shown interest lately.
Well, for specific
sweater,
reasons,
I think it's a sweater.
A hockey sweater.
I think it's a sweater.
I mean, I'll accept a sweater.
I'll look it up.
And the reason you need to take these off from time to time is to let things air out. Not like your dirty laundry. Not airing out your dirty laundry. What do you make of this? Because here's the situation. Balionis is 38 years old. I'm just making a factual statement. I'm not saying anything one way or the other, just saying that's a fact. As recorded on her birth certificate, of which I don't have. Rory McIlroy is 35 years old. And I don't know how old his current wife is, separated partner. But I mean, Rory's got some shelf life on the PGA Tour. Let me ask this in a different way. I was going down a path and I saw the path getting a little murky. Let me clear things up because I'm going to start being more direct, Dan, on the show. Are you going to be able to handle this?
I can handle it.
Let's just say things get nasty and somebody's got to go. Who's leaving?
Between who and who? What do you mean who's leaving? I mean, Balionis is leaving and Rory's not going anywhere. Maybe this is what forces them off.
This could be. Is this? Try the suit, Dan.
That little sly leprechaun.
Try the suit, Dan. Try the suit. I mean, is this a ploy? Now, mind you, she has been doing a lot of other sports as of late. But correct. I thought she was doing the football and all that stuff. I thought that was happening because of the old not the boo thing, but the legal relationship partner. I thought she was doing that for him. Maybe this is her exit strategy out of there because I mean, listen, if it's on her wiki page, and we'll talk about golf. I mean, this is kind of golf, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
It's golf related. If it's on her page, hold on, bring me back. So I didn't mention this, but we had boots on the ground in Canada at Hamilton Golf and Country Club. Let me read. I'm going to read this to you. I don't want to paraphrase. I wanted to funny story about Roars this week. He bailed on the bougie hotel by the course and is staying at the Hampton Inn where I was. Do you take Rory McIlroy for what? I mean, maybe with the, I don't know, Maybe with what's happening in the legal proceedings. I mean, maybe Hampton Inn is where he's going to. Maybe he's adjusting. Do you think Amanda is going to adjust to Hampton Inn? Do you think that's where she's going to stay? I don't think that's where she's going to stay.
No. I was at your house when it was the week it got announced, I think, right? Or right afterwards. We were joking. We were joking and what was the straw that broke the camel's back? And the wife says, if you're not going to live, I'm going to live.
By the way, she did ask if we used that. She asked if we used that yet. And I'm like, no, but I'll figure out a way to bring it out.
Now you can check mark.
Check.
She did. Amanda did initiate that chain of thought for sure.
The other Amanda.
Yeah, that's what Rory calls it too.
The other,
not George, not yours.
The other Amanda. Yeah. It's funny. Well, Colt, we love you, Colt. We love the Colt. Colt calls her the Korean. So hey, let it. Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story. I mean, what's going to go on with this? I feel like there's a lot going on here, man. And I mean, because listen, we all know we've all been in a relationship. Let me speak for myself. I don't want to compromise you. I have definitely been in relationships and relationships have ended. And when relationships end, things get a little uncomfortable. They get uncomfortable. I mean, there's got to be noise going on. But what I will say is Rory plays his best is when he's out philandering around.
Good point.
It's a
good point.
Full of piss and vinegar and really feeling it.
It's a good point.
And he showed up again at the Canadian Open. I mean, let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah. So, maybe it was a lost package, and CBS Sports has requested the Lowry playbook, but maybe he hasn't arrived yet. It's a little different.
No, that's step inside. I want to show you something in my desk.
No, we met him. You and I both met him.
Yeah, I remember.
He was actually really nice to us.
Now, I mean, you're not a short guy. I'm not a tall guy.
Yeah.
But boy, when Matt's around, I feel real big. I'm just saying though, this is going to get messy. Would you agree or disagree?
Oh, it's gonna get so. I mean, I'm thinking like Johnny Depp style trial coming up.
Hold on, did the leprechaun shit in the bed, or did the puppy walker poop in the bed? Oh, who pooped in the bed? That's what I wear. That's what I really want to know. This is not. This could get real bad. It could get bad, man. It could be. This could be exactly, but think about this. You've got the golden boy, you've got the little man with the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that carried the PGA banner.
Yep.
Is this scripted? Like, are they turned in the wrestling business? Oh, by the way, remind me to talk about, I'll make a note. But the Iron Claw. Remind me to tell you about that at the
okay. While you're making a note, what if let's go to the Ryder Cup next year, right? And what if we have tin cup t-shirts with Rory's face on them?
Driving Range Pro, here he comes.
McIlroy.
Well, no, it's definitely gonna say McIlroy, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yep.
Or it could have Costner on it. Oh, we got to talk some Costner at the end, by the way, too. God, this may go on forever. We may never end this.
It may go on forever.
We may go.
Yeah, it may go on forever.
I hope I don't have to piss in my pants about halfway through this thing. It has happened before, by the way. Depending on how long halfway is. I mean, if halfway is like a short time thing, we can get there. But
exactly,
it's a long time thing. I mean, I hate to leave. I hate to leave the conversation. You know me. It's. How do you see this playing out? Let me go into Dan the bot. Let me chat GPT Dan the bot. How do you see this playing out? But and mind you, there's been a few things that have been called out prior to them actually happening.
Well, couple things. I mean, number one, to your point, it's not going to be well in the courts. I mean, obviously, first off, in all seriousness, I feel sorry for Rory's kid for sure. Right. Yeah. But this is going to be all in the press. I mean, this is, I wouldn't say it's Tiger-esque, but it's Tiger-like.
Well, it's going to get there.
Tiger-like. Yeah. Wouldn't you agree?
Sort of. Well, I mean, he didn't marry a Swede, so I guess those Swedes have tempers, eh?
They have tempers.
I don't know. What do you lay it on me? Where do you see this going? I want to know.
Well, I'm gonna go back to Charlie Hull for a second, and just the amount of press that they're going to start to get on this is going to cause fans to start to intervene too. So what do you think the fans are going to do when they start to hear more about the relationship? Because this is what happened to Charlie this week. Take a look.
Am I supposed to be able to hear this?
No. Well, we can hear. We can hear. Here, let me share it again. We can hear it. Yeah. All right. I wasn't gonna. I thought you were just gonna read it, but let's hear it.
Well, I can read it if I need
No.
to.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Like signing autographs to them.
You've gotten a lot of attention, both on and off the golf course this week. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, it's actually quite funny. I don't know, all over a cigarette, I suppose. But I generally was walking to the range, had my hands full. Someone asked me for an autograph, and I'm not going to say no because I always like signing autographs to them. Just had my cigarette in my mouth, signed it, and then it's gone viral. But I don't know. It's just one of them things. But then it's been crazy. Like the fans have been shouting my name this week. Someone said I've dropped something and then handed their phone number in my hand, on a piece of paper in my hand, and I thought it was so funny. It was like, "Here's my number. Text me so we can figure out where I'm taking out for dinner tonight." I never text them, obviously, but it was just so funny. But yeah, no, it's been a bit of a wild week. Pretty cool, and I wish the crowds were like this more often.
I mean.
I love this. I love this.
When
I love this.
This is going to happen to Rory or Amanda now.
I mean,
fans are going to be dropping things near Amanda now.
Think about how many people would have been like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm so offended." I mean, I love how old's Charlie Hull? Like old
29.
enough to buy cigarettes? 29.
Yeah, I think so.
Think about the fact that Charlie Hull can accept a forward gesture from a person. She didn't say, she sounded like she does not discriminate. She didn't say man or woman. Right. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. But she just said, obviously I didn't call them back. And I mean, I think that's quite
28
quite sporty.
Actually.
28,
right,
28.
Yeah.
Quite sporty of her to accept and acknowledge the fans and move on. She's not hiding the fact. I mean, she wasn't sitting up there ripping a butt on stage during the presser.
Yeah, no. Now I think she would if they would allow it. But here's the thing: the reason I bring that up is because she's gotten a lot of attention in the last week because of the smoking darts and all that kind of thing, heating darts and all that kind of thing, right? So if the fans are starting to do that to her, and we know what happened with the Brooks Bryson thing, and they were kicking people off the course and everything else. I mean. The Rory thing is going to get. It's going to get
home wrecker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
And it's coming. It's on its way.
Yeah, it's on its way. It's going to have a lot of drama.
It's on its way.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
So the leprechaun he's in for a world of spotlight here. Yeah.
So how do you think how's he gonna take it?
It might be the best thing for him. It might be a distraction.
I think he likes that. I think he likes the distraction.
Because he was on fire in the last thing when they called him the wedding crasher and everything, right?
Yes.
With the tennis player.
Yes. I think it's I think this is the most exciting thing going on in golf right now.
Well, that and Charlie Hull.
Well, I was talking about the PGA Tour. Not I know what the most exciting thing is in the LPGA Tour.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But the PGA Tour, that's the most exciting thing that's happening.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I guess it would cause a big uproar if they would have taken Amanda off of the assignment this last week. But
would it? Do you tune in to watch?
No, but we all know what's going on, and if she's not there, speculation is going to go more viral and everything. I would say. So I don't know.
At this point, there's no speculation.
Yeah, well, they haven't denied it. Yeah, so It's weird now, right?
It's like at work, those deep down inside those two coworkers are boning, and they're sitting at the same table with you,
Not saying anything about it
in the meeting room.
Yep.
And nobody's even making mention of it.
Yep.
It's awkward. It's not awkward it's awkward for it's even awkward for them.
Yep.
But to your point, maybe it's a good distraction.
Could be.
All right. I do like the way she brings Colt up there and makes him sit beside of her. Not Colt Daddy that we love, but the other Colt, and she makes him sit up there beside of him to make her look smaller. I like the way that she does that. It's a very strategic, very strategic placement. It's like the way I put this pole back here behind me. See this? It makes me look bigger.
Exactly.
I don't. This is gonna, and maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe this is gonna turn into the golf power couple. I mean, I think Rory should probably ditch Amanda immediately. He should go for someone about 10 years younger, and he should pick up Charley Hall like that.
Yeah, give me one. Yep. If you keep rambling, I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm of course I'll keep rambling. What are you talking about? So I'd like to know, better yet, let me get on a different topic. So in 2 weeks, we'll be heading out to Santa Barbara, California, the Yanez Valley, and we're going to be playing Alisal Ranch. If you've played Alisal Ranch, I'd like to know. You can call me. Yeah, but don't call me. Just send a text message. It's 678-9. And you're not going to get, not that you'd call me anyway. Birdies_Bourbon on Instagram. You can respond here. Do you have a favorite winery? Do you have a favorite golf course? Do you have a favorite restaurant? Food truck? I've been to California. I haven't been to Santa Barbara that I can at least remember. But if you have anything that's a favorite of yours, let me know. I'd love to know. So we're playing. So we've got a big day. Alisal Ranch is planned a hell of a day for us, man. So we're catching up with the golf director in the morning. We got a round of golf, then we got a cocktail making class. I think they've got a barrel program going on with Heaven's Door. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And then we've got dinner. Well, I'm going to definitely be a wreck at dinner. I don't know if they know what's going to be happening. But I got everything set up, Dan, because I'm not bringing the whole crew. So there will be 4 of us, but we're working on some renditions. So be on the lookout for The Poor Couple. The Poor Couple. It's going to be it's the next rendition of what we're getting into. So hold on.
Good,
was that Amanda or was that Roar knocking on?
Oh yeah. They were the little Irishman's ears were burning. He was lighting me up on the phone, and I had to take a call real quick. Yeah. No, somebody's banging on the door, and I'm like, I'm a little busy. I'll send him your way. By the way, he'll be there in 4 hours.
No. Send him over to me. Send him over to me. Tell him the boys in the hood are always hard. You know the drill. So can we get off of that shit? I mean, I could talk about this for just on a repeat for like the next 5 hours, but I don't know.
Oh, me too. Me too. No, I can do all that too.
I don't know if we need to. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I mean, guess who's going to be at the memorial?
All of them.
Guess who's probably going to be in the top 10, and guess who? Somebody's going to be interviewing somebody else. So hold on. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be too loose or not, but. Who do you think the biggest hound dog is on the PGA Tour?
Well, I used to think maybe it was DJ, but I think that Rory's giving him a run for his money.
Okay, outside of McIlroy, who's clearly she's not a one man woman.
I mean, so Rory's like, spokesman for the PGA Tour and all that. I don't know, man. You know, it's strange. We'll see what comes out.
It's strange, right? I mean, this is like I don't know. I don't watch MTV. I know what it is. I don't know if anybody actually watches MTV, but this is like Big Brother. You know, I mean, it's like, fuck, man. This is just things that. Yes, I mean, shit. We may be sitting here, maybe not in our exact locations, but we may be talking to each other. 30 years from now, and they may have a dozen kids, and that one little that one little kid that's this Poppy that's just left over there, looking around, going, why don't it? Well, she is. I don't think she's blonde. I think she has a good dye job. So.
Yes, for sure. Yes, for sure.
It could be a lot of why don't my brothers and sisters look like me, mommy?
Exactly.
I see this not going very well.
Is it the boost the PGA Tour needs?
Could be the boost that Liv needs.
Oh.
Could be the boost that Liv because I don't think Liv needs an Amanda Balionis.
What if they offered her a contract though?
No. I think they would offer McIlroy the contract first.
I think they've already offered McIlroy the contract, but if he says no,
I think they're offering him a contract again.
Oh, what if it's a 2%
package
deal?
Deal?
Yeah, package deal.
Harry Diamond. How do you think Harry Diamond feels about this? And by the way, if you were a porn star,
if you're Harry Diamond, you're getting ready to leverage some stock because you're like, oh, earnings are coming in.
If you were a porn star, what better name could you have than Harry Diamond?
It's pretty good. It could be the Boogie Nights Part 2. Yeah,
it's a Harry Diamond.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's very solid.
Well, we can't make that movie though because your favorite actor is no longer with us.
Yeah. Is he not?
Burt Reynolds.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the Thirsty Beaver.
Yeah.
That they didn't sell out, by the way.
No, I know.
If you ever, and by the way, this episode of the Birdies and Bourbon podcast is not brought to you by the Thirsty Beaver. However, we highly endorse having a beverage at the Thirsty Beaver, and you probably will see one of the best murals. It's not really a mural, but that displays of Burt Reynolds at the Thirsty Beaver that you've ever seen before. At 14, I don't know what the address is. It's upper. What do they call that area, Charlotte?
Oh, I don't even know what that area is called. I don't know. Yeah.
Just keep going past downtown and hang a left at the Whole Foods, and when you see like a little rinky-dink ratty-ass building in the middle of all these high-rise living units, that's the Thirsty Beaver.
Yeah, it's a cool area. It's like more of an artsy area.
Well, it is now. I mean, back in the day.
They
make a good breakfast and a Bloody Mary. Remember the place right beside it?
Plaza Midwood.
Plaza or Plaza?
Plaza.
Plaza.
Plaza. Plaza Midway. Plaza Midwood.
How you say it? How do you say it again?
Plaza Midwood.
How do you say it again?
Oh boy.
Say it one more time, just so I can.
Plaza,
I don't know if they heard it.
Midwood.
Plaza. The Plaza. Oh,
yeah, Plaza.
Hey, Jay, it's over here at the Plaza.
Like Nakatomi Plaza.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Guess who says Plaza in fucking Charlotte, North Carolina? Nobody. Zero people.
Nobody.
People. It's always a Plaza.
That's what happened with the Thirsty Beaver. They're like, we're going to see this out. This isn't going to catch on.
this whole Plaza thing isn't cutting it. Clearly, it's a Plaza.
It's not going to stick.
Clearly, it's a Plaza. But I hear they're doing quite well.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Mick will go back if they come back into Charlotte.
Yeah, Mick will be there for sure. He said he loved it. Loves a joint like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you know who else would? Scottie Scheffler.
Oh well, Dive Bar Scotty. Not to be confused with Dive Bar Bobby.
Yeah, Dive Bar Bobby. Now what Bobby's got to do now is old jailbird Bobby.
No. Charges were dropped. We haven't talked about that. Charges dropped.
Yeah.
What about Officer Dingleberry? Is he gonna be? Is he getting cut loose?
I think he's his new caddy.
Oh, shit, we haven't even talked about CT Pan's new caddy. Hey, get well soon, Fluff. Get well soon. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, if they pull,
you sent me the video of him falling, and I couldn't find anywhere, so I'm assuming that CBS didn't want it out there just because seeing him fall.
I've seen him on the ground, but I haven't seen him actually.
But you sent me the one of him actually falling. I'm like, oh, they want it out there, so I didn't put it out there. But yeah, that's sad to see. But my goodness gracious,
I put it out there. You should put it out there. It's out there on IG. So.
All right, go on IG and look at it. Four caddies.
Yeah, not to be confused with that other Foreskin podcast, but yes, 4 caddies, not
Speaking
a 4 caddy.
Hey, you, can you carry a bag?
Harry Diamond. What I could use over here is a Harry Diamond.
Sorry, Cup. Loop's over.
Give me another ball. Yeah, well, all right. So we're on the same page that the McIlroy train is it could get rough. It's only going to get rough for one person.
Well, here you go. Maybe if it gets rough and he starts winning, watch out.
So before we get to the Memorial, do we want to look at some early odds for the Pine for number 2?
Sure.
Do we have anything else that we need to discuss before we
do have some WNBA stuff to talk about later.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that at the end, because this is
at the end. That's what I said at the end.
It ain't called basketball and booze.
No, I said at the end.
But it could be. Could be called basketball and booze if the ratings.
Well, we just have thoughts. That's all we do. We have thoughts.
What do you think? What do you think McIlroy was thinking when? And who do you think approached who? I'm not done with this yet. But while you're pulling this up,
I think they've known each other for a very long time.
Of course they. Okay.
I think they've known each other personally for a very long time.
Go back and look at McIlroy 2004 compared to 2024. I don't even know if he was playing in 2004. Actually, he was not. Go back and look at McIlroy in 2014 compared to 2024. I mean, ain't no way. I don't know what she looked like in 2014, but I got worse as I aged. He got better. I'd clearly.
He got in shape. I think they both probably have improved.
So you're saying I got old and fat?
No, I didn't say that.
But you were insinuating. You were insinuating.
No,
you were insinuating.
My insinuation was that he had a lot of improvements he needed to make.
Well, you got old and fat too. How about that? Actually, you've always been kind of fat. You just haven't been old, but you've gotten there. I don't take kindly to. I don't take kindly to ridicule.
What I said was, he had significant improvements he needed to make, and you didn't. Okay.
Yeah, well, you've always been fat. You've just gotten old now. I can't. I'm not tolerating this. I don't
anything bad about you.
I don't have to tolerate this kind of behavior. No, I do not. Always no.
All right. Who do you want to see? For the win at Pinehurst.
Well, okay. So let me walk you through a couple things.
I only have winner on DraftKings at this point.
I hope
no top 20.
Winner's fine. So son of a. I got to get back there. So Koepka looks good, I think.
Plus 1,600.
Yeah, I mean it's probably good. Hold on. When was the last tournament? 2014.
2014. Martin Keimer, Ricky Fowler came in second, I believe.
And by the way, Martin Keimer smoke showed these fuckers, man. I mean, he won by like 5 or 6 strokes. I'll tell you. Just hold tight. Yeah. Start throwing some out at me.
Okay. Jordan Spieth plus 3,500. That's my pick.
I'm not against it. So here you go.
Remember, you and I played number 2. We played number 2 like a year or 2 ago.
Had a great time.
Great time. But remember this, Cal. I didn't lose a ball. Okay, on number 2.
Well, when you don't hit it farther than like 10 yards in front of you.
My point is, there's not a lot of like this is kind of a course for him, I think. I think he likes it there.
For Spieth?
Yeah, Spieth.
All right, so let me roll through some names here. Winner, Martin Keimer, 5 under. T2, Brendan De Jong. Don't have to worry about him. Graham McDowell. He's on Liv, but I don't know that he gets invited back. Kevin Na, probably not playing. Fran Quinn, not playing. 2 under. Martin Keimer won by 3 strokes. Here you go. Here's the list of names that are important that I think all of these people could potentially be there. There may be 1 or 2 that won't. T6. Keegan Bradley.
Yep.
Harris English.
Yep.
Dusty.
Yep.
Cooch. Hideki. Sauceman. Sneds. Spieth. Stenson, and Todd. So here's who I think is not going to be there. Kuchar may not be there. The Sauceman may not be there. Sneds ain't going to be there. And Hendrik Stenson won't be there. Brendan Todd, I don't know where he's at in the rankings. He could be there. So here's who I want to take a look at. Keegan, English, DJ, Decky, Spieth. You like Spieth?
I do, yeah.
Okay. I like what's the number?
Plus 3,500.
So I think you bet that, and then you wait and see when the top 20 comes out. Or I think you can bet him like 3-way. I think you can bet him top 10 and top 20 and backstop him, and I think you're good. Is DJ totally? Is he just?
Yeah.
Is DJ scrubbed?
Now he's plus 3,500 as well. So they got him, lockstep with Spieth, which I think is highly overrated, probably because of that. They got Hideki at plus 3,500. So all the names you just talked about, they're all plus 3,500. Justin Thomas, Fitzpatrick, they're all 35.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. Brooks Koepka finishes T4.
He's plus 1,600.
I mean, Bucky, when it's available, I think it could be a T20. I think Bucky is playing as good now as he was in 2014.
So what he finished in 2014? Was it number 2? Was that what he finished?
T2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. I don't know about Jason Day. Those clothes are getting in his way. Adam Scott finished T9. Jimmy Walker T9. Do not bet Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker ain't gonna be there. So Neiman.
No, I think if you're gonna pull, I think you got to pull Keegan. DJ's got to be deep, right?
No, he's plus 3,500.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. He's definitely going to win.
What about Adam? He's probably going to win. We'd love to lose money. I think you got to bet Brooks, man. I think you have.
Brooks is he's like we just talked about him a minute ago, right? He's plus 1,600. Morikawa is plus 2,000.
Who else is down here? I don't feel Jason Day.
What do you think about Beefy?
I'm not against
DeChambeau?
I'm not against it.
Plus 2,000.
I mean, he's definitely a different player than we've seen in the past. I think you let it out.
Fowler is plus 7,000 to win.
Listen, if McIlroy and Balionis are gonna get something on, then why not?
What do you think about Reed at plus 8,000?
His kind of place, right?
It's his kind of place, man.
It's his kind of place, dude.
Kind of a link style course with that short game.
Putter should work, and I mean,
I think so too.
I don't know if the odds are going to get longer.
Yeah.
So
Harris English is plus 13,000.
I'd wait on him. I think that's probably like a top 10 or top 20 when he gets closer.
All right.
All right, we got some movie shit to talk about. So let's we got to burn our way through the Memorial.
McCarthy's plus 15,000.
Pass. For the win? What do
Yeah,
you
for the win. For the win.
just send me the money. Just send me the money.
Gary Woodland plus 25,000.
So also send me the money. Just send me the money.
He had an eagle last week, didn't he? Was it an eagle or what did he have? What did he have last
He was
week?
fine. We had him in our lineup, and he made.
By the way, that lineup did really well.
It did really well. It did really well. I'm not arguing. I was very I was very impressed with how Chat GPT responded to our novice our amateur picking skills.
Exactly.
But let's go to Jack's place.
Okay, let's go to Jack's place.
How you feel about it?
I'm good for it.
I mean, this son of a bitch has been revised and revisited so many times. Yes, it is Jack's place, but we're in Dublin, Ohio. Muirfield Village, par 72. We're damn well encroaching on 7,600 yards. Although, let me roll off some of the winners. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Viktor Hovland, Billy Horschel, Patrick Cantley. I think Patrick Cantley comes with an asterisk, Dan. Allegedly, somebody tainted John Rahm's.
Was it the same asterisk that was winning the LPGA Tour this week?
It was a different asterisk. Tainted John Rahm's milkshake. The Buckeye milkshake was tainted. Somebody slipped him the COVID, not a roofie.
Oh no!
And he was boat racing the field, and that's kind of the way it goes. So. Yeah, I think hold please. I got to get back to a few more of these names. So Cantley won. John Rahm's won there. Bryson DeChambeau's won there. Jason Duffner. Lingmerth, McGirt, Matsuyama, Kuchar, Woods. I'm just kidding about that. Who else is relevant here? Justin Rose, he'll probably be there. Stricker's one there. So, I mean, I say all that to say that, unless they slip you COVID and you're in the lead, I mean, you probably got a hot hand.
Exactly.
Where do you want to go? I know where I want to go, but where do you want? Let's set a lineup as we go through some of these. So what are we doing with the newly freed man in Scottie Scheffler? Is he our guy? Is he not our guy?
He's hard not to play. 12-5's deep, but I mean, if you're going to pay for somebody, you might as well pay for him. Do we know if Rory's caddy has a birthday this week too?
Are you talking about Balionis, or are you talking about Harry Diamond?
Harry Diamond. He had way too much wine last week.
I mean, he finished. What did he finish? He finishes
T4.
He finished T4. I mean,
could have won the thing if he wasn't hungover.
Like it's a good thing.
No,
I'll take hungover me over hungover you every day of the week, because you're a little bitch when you're hungover. True or false? Unless we're playing the Open Championship. And then you always serve wine at 3:30 a.m.
Good point. I see Scottie's hard not to play. He's hard not to play.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do, of course. He's hard not to play.
I'm not a hard pass, but I can't do it.
There's more money down below. Yeah, you want to start? Who do you want to start with? Do you want to start with Morikawa?
I want to start with back to, well, so here's the other thing that I want to steer clear of. You don't have ownership on your screen, right?
No.
All right. So let's talk about ownership. Cause I don't know what our strategy was last week. It was like drink a lot and talk more. So Morikawa is going to be higher owned this week than Scottie Scheffler is. I want to go one above him, and it could be. I want you to start putting this in your chat GPT. The 10,200 player could be where I want to start.
Okay. You want to throw it in there?
Viktor Hovland. I mean, he's played well here. He finished third. He finished third at the championship. He won here last year. I mean, he made the cut, but it wasn't great. By the way, this is 73 players, T50 and ties plus 10 within the lead, make it to the weekend. I mean, we could say like quite a few people. It could be as crowded of a weekend as it is a weekday.
Yeah,
I think we throw big. Well, I don't know what the Dakota Mule say.
Go for it. Well, he just played well, right? He did third at the PGA. I think he played well here. I like him. I like JT here.
I'm right behind you on that one. Right behind you.
Yeah. So we could throw him in there too. Where do you want to go next?
Well, hold on. My fingers are moving slow. All right, so we got Hov, we got JT at 9,200. Where are we at? We're at 70. Okay. So here's where I really want to go. I want to go down, not down like that. Get your mind out of the gutter. What are you talking about? you got this Balionis talk going on. I want to go to is there anybody? I want to go to the $6,000 range. We only got 73 players.
Yeah, let's go to $6,000 range.
We can go to the $7,000 range, and I think Bucky might be a pull. So, well, let me, and you can see, thank you, by the way, Fantasy National. If you're not a friend of Fantasy National, or not looking up your own shit, and you're just listening to us, you're probably losing money.
You said $7,000 range. You meant $7,000. Okay. All right.
I meant
way down there.
Way down there. And we can go, I mean, there's a lot of people, but by the way, you should check out fantasynational.com and tell them we sent you. So, here's where I will. So I could be in the very low $7,000 range. I could go Bucky. I mean, Mackenzie Hughes is on quite a tear, and he. I mean, he's missed a couple of cuts. He's had a T6 and he's had a T37. We don't have to do that. Bucky, by the way, finished T9 here last year.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Buck?
Yeah, let's go Buck. All right.
I can go deeper.
Yeah, let's go deeper.
And all right, deeper's better. I want to see what Lee Hodges. Let me see what his ownership's going to be.
Yeah, that's good.
Bucky's low. He's in the 6,500 or something. Let me see what Buck was going to be. Buck's low. Nobody wants to buy Bucky. Everybody's lost faith in the Fowler. Fowler's, yeah, he's going to be single digit ownership. And Lee Hodges is actually high. So we may want to venture away from that. Let me see where Mav is. How's Maverick McNeely not here? He has to be. Is Maverick McNeely not playing? Why would McNeely not be playing here? He finished second last year.
Did he qualify? I guess he qualified. He's not playing. No, he's not in the lineup. He's not in the
second here last year. I don't know how he
did. He's not in the field.
Okay,
yeah.
He's not in the field. All right, maybe he's got that sore knee thing. By the way, anybody that's leaning on the Ludvig bandwagon, he's still got the knee brace on, so I don't know if that's like the old the rope-a-dope. All right, couple people.
Or maybe Tiger's just making it trendy. Maybe it's that new Sunday red nail base.
Can you believe that shit? Let's Let's see. Putnam, no. Hodges. I feel like I mean, even though it's a value, I don't know that that's where I really want to go. At 14% ownership. What do we got left?
We got
7,800
7,800
bucks.
Yeah.
All right. We got plenty of people. Plenty of people. Is there anybody up top that we need to go down?
No, we just took Buck. Hughes is a good play.
A lot of people in the $7,000 low $7,000 range. So I think the glove looks good. We don't have to go there. Where's Horschel? Where is he?
He's at 7,400.
Let's see what his ownership is going to be, because I think we
I do have it. It's 12.3. They put it up. Yep.
You got Horschel at 12.3?
12.3 projected ownership. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, he's won here before.
Yeah. Model ranked 9th in Fantasy National.
We're playing Big Bill?
Yeah, let's do it.
I hate that fucking guy. I mean, I don't hate him. I don't know him, but I'm just saying, like, I hate to watch him play golf.
Yep. All right, we locked him in. I know, I do too. We got to talk to some of our friends about that swing and that weird stuff he comes.
I got us some stuff coming up. So we've got allegedly we allegedly. So we got a putter guy coming on allegedly. We got a whiskey guy coming on allegedly. We got a betting guy coming on allegedly. We're gonna reframe and reshuffle, but yeah, I think we're in good shape here. So Sahith missed the
what about Tom Kim?
Yeah, no, just say yes.
I mean, he's only projected ownership's only 11%.
I'm saying yeah, I'm already in.
All right. You're talking about Sahith?
We got one more. We got $8,400.
We can't afford anybody up there, so $8,400. Who's played well out of these guys?
Siwoo's too highly owned. Keegan's too highly owned. Will Zalatoris, $7,500. When did that happen?
Alex Noren.
What's his ownership look like?
9.5.
How much is he?
8,100.
T52 cut, T13 cut, T41. Looks like a cut year for him. I mean, see, what about Denny McCarthy? Denny McCarthy, second last year. He lost in a playoff.
I like this.
And T5 in 2022. $7,600. Let's leave a lot of money on the table and roll it with Big Den.
All right. That works for me.
$800 on the table. Bet him up. Bet him up.
Put them up. Let's go. Done.
All right, let me book it so I don't forget about it. Who do you I think it's Big Vic. Big Vic
for the one and done. Yeah.
You against
it? Go for it. Yeah.
So we have two that we can play in. And I can roll Collin in one.
I love it.
And I can roll Viktor in one.
So remember, Collin plays very well here.
I know.
He won the original.
But that was the Workday. So that was the week before. That's when they just opened back up from COVID.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know
it's not counting as a victory, but it's a victory.
I know you're a professional, and I know that you know that you know that I know that I know what you're talking about.
I know he beat JT here in a playoff at the Workday.
You good? You good for Collin Morikawa?
Heck yeah, yeah.
So I got we're 34th place. So let me ask this. I could play it in both. 34th place. So we actually have a chance at 34th place. Do you want me to play Viktor Hovland in that one or Collin Morikawa in that one?
Either one. They're both playing great.
All
Like
right. I played Vic in the 34th place. The other one, we gotta. It's the stars have to align. And what's that cop's name that arrested?
I don't remember.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I think we're square on all that jazz.
Okay.
I want to talk about some more stuff.
Okay. I got some stuff to run down too.
Not golf related. You go first.
You want me to run down our old tweeter from the last week and show you what we had going on? Because we had a lot of fun stuff going on last week. Huh? Of course you did.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. In pop culture last week, we'll go through what was going on. All right.
Hold on. When you say pop culture, do you mean like a professional golf athlete is
just in general. You will not let it go. So the Brooklyn Cyclones hosted an Ellen dance contest in honor of Jerry Seinfeld.
I don't know what
Pretty
that
fun.
means, but
Ellen from
is that
Elaine.
Seinfeld?
Elaine. Yeah, I'm sorry. Elaine.
Is that Seinfeld out there, or is that a fake
No,
Seinfeld?
I don't think so. I think it's a fake Seinfeld, but that's pretty fun.
Well,
what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Have you seen this?
No,
Speaking of Seinfeld, Kith and TaylorMade are geared up for a new golf cart that is being launched for a $1,500 deposit, and then it's going to cost you $35,000. What do you think about this golf cart?
I think if you can afford that, you can afford to sponsor the show.
Yeah, I would agree too.
Send us a note. We're in.
Kith's been everywhere lately. They just did a tag watch. They had the Seinfeld photo shoot last year. They've been everywhere and whatnot.
People are surprised, Dan, that one, this is a real podcast, and that two, no, dude, don't scroll, Pat. Would you hold on? So people are surprised that this is actually a real Actually, it's a real podcast. People are also surprised that wedding bands are not required at the Canadian Open.
Yeah, a little close there too.
Well, I mean, hold on. So I tried to capture some. Hungry eyes.
Yeah.
Is this? I mean, do you see people staring at each other in ways that they shouldn't?
And is that a tennis net behind them in honor of Wozniacki?
Catching balls. All I know is they're catching balls.
There you go. One more from our friend over and
can we get some volume?
Charlie, rip that thing.
Charlie Hall.
Come on, Charlie, rip that thing.
I mean, what a great personality, right?
Hold on. So the dude yelled, "Hey, Charlie, rip that thing." She says, "Oh, I hope you're talking about my driver." What was it? He could have been talking about a fart. What was he talking about? Like rip a what?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that guy was talking about. The last time I saw a Republican go win 34 was Ricky Fowler in major championships.
My money's on Ricky Fowler not to win the U.S. Open at Pinehurst.
So the co-leader at the LPGA was wearing a shirt that had Woody and Buzz Lightyear on the back of her polo.
So let me ask you, before you do anything, let me ask you a question. Because you're up to snuff on all women's sports.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to some here in a minute.
HR will be calling you shortly after this podcast. Did they ask her to change her shirt?
Good point. I don't think so. And then this is what I was talking about. A hungover 66. Rory McIlroy said he had a groggy morning in Canada after too many glasses of wine last night while celebrating his caddy's birthday, but still managed to shoot 4 under, making no birdies in the front.
Did Balionis report this?
I don't know if she probably was there, right?
Ooh, by the way, you got yelled at. You got yelled at for this silver bullet comment right here.
Why?
It's not a silver bullet. It's water.
Of course I knew it was water.
No.
Of course I knew it was water.
I didn't.
After who cares? After all the darts, I'm like, this is a silver bullet. It's a guy I knew it was water.
She wasn't even smoking.
No, the other one was. So anyway, and then Nelly, I mean, the queen of the LPGA Tour, shot a 10 on the par 3 12th hole. Very Tiger-esque, right? Very Tiger-esque.
Willie Nelson said it best. Roll me up and smoke me.
Oh, here they are. Here is Nelly and Charley having a good time on Twitter talking about the smoking stuff. Yeah,
it's like a widespread panic song. Having a good time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. I've been drinking a little bit. I'm not confused because I've been drinking. I'm confused at where the world of golf has led me. It's led me down a path that doesn't have a destination. And I used to think that golf had a destination. And what I really hope, I hope, I'm not saying like personally, it worked out great. The Korean and I went out and we got to enjoy a round of golf, and we're getting her tuned up for Santa Barbara and Alisal Ranch. And you know what they say? It's like Charlie Sheen said it best. It's like that tiger blood.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw her take her hands and wrap it around that shaft, I knew. I'm like it. And when she looked me in the eyes and she squeezed that shaft a little tighter, and then she pulled it back and then she let it go.
Oh boy.
I said, "Oh Lord."
Like a poem.
Oh Lord. What a sweet little tune. This could be magical, and oftentimes I said, man, if I could ever get somebody to just teach me the ways of the golf, would it be too foreign for me to be on the senior tour when I'm 50?
No, I don't think so.
Well, little did I know, I'm going to be on the bag on the senior tour when I'm 50.
Really?
For this sweet little Korean. Here it's in the blood.
That's awesome. Yeah, it is in the blood.
She in fact, she got 2 sets of shoes today, and little golf shoes. They don't bind your feet up or nothing, Dan. I mean, it's the oddest thing. She feels so free when she puts them on. Lovely, so lovely, so lovely. We'll get her once she has her range legs under her. We'll get her on for a little chat. And she already has her business plan laid out. She's got her a strategy and how she's going to make it to the LPGA Senior Tour. And I've been working out.
Nice, love it.
So,
awesome.
It's little things we do in the Birdies and Bourbon HQ to help the show progress.
There you go.
Little things.
Perfect.
Like Dwight Yoakam said, it's all about the little things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So at this point in time, you should definitely turn this off and not listen to anything that we say going forward, because it's going to be a little racy.
Oh, okay. Where are we going?
Well, what you said you wanted to go first.
Oh, you want to talk about the WNBA?
Oh, do I?
Okay. All right.
Oh, do it. Oh, do
so it is everywhere.
Oh, do I? Oh, do I?
This is everywhere.
This is going to lead us into a wrestling movie, by the way.
Yeah. So over the weekend, the Caitlin Clark, the phenom from college, was playing for Indiana, playing Chicago, and they are roughing her up. The teammates hate her. The opposing team hates her. Nobody likes this superstar. And they're fouling her. They're shoving her. She's got bruises all over her.
I mean, that's a big shot. That's a big knock right there, man.
It's a big knock right there. Yeah. And she called her the B word right before it and knocked her down.
She's like, "Oh, bitch."
Yeah. That's what she did. Yeah. Yeah. And I was talking to a bunch of people, and I'm thinking, like, The WNBA coming into this, because I listen to a lot of CNBC, Stock Channel, right? Stock Channel. And, a lot of people are thinking that this was going to be the it moment where the WNBA could start to get some traction because they don't really have a fan base. They don't really have a lot of money. They don't make a lot of money. I think Caitlin Clark signed a contract for like $75,000 a year or something. Nothing, something like that,
Yeah, but then she signed something with
No, I'm not picking on her. I'm talking about the WNBA.
No.
I'm talking about the WNBA, what the WMA can play, right? So they don't pay that much. Yeah.
People are bitter.
Right, but this was going to be right, but this would be the ticket out of there, right? If she could bring fans and elevate the viewership and the sponsorships and everything else, this was the pivotal moment. She was like the most popular college women's basketball player ever. She's the Pistol Pete of college basketball. All-time scorer. Yeah, she's got so much buzz and money behind her with commercials and everything, and then they're going to start beating the crap out of her and pistol whipping her, and then pouring it on. I know she signed for like $10 million. I get it.
$338,000 for your contract.
Yeah. That's not per year, right?
No, that's total.
Yeah, that's total. Yeah,
that's the 4 years.
But then she got like a $10 million contract from Nike or something, I think, right? So she's got the endorsements. We know that.
$28 million contract from Nike.
Oh, there you go. $28 million. So anyway, you get the point though. This was going to be the lift, and then they're beating the crap out of her. They're calling her names. They're being rude to her, and I'm thinking to myself, do you guys not know what's going on in sports right now?
Let me ask you this: would you let me beat the shit out of you for $28 million?
No, not if I had options.
What about for $20 and a bottle of Benchmark barrel proof and a 6-pack of Yellow Jackets?
You're dang right. But what I'm saying is, like with sports right now, what just happened in golf, right? There was money being poured into golf because they wanted to disrupt it for money, right? It's all about where the money's coming from. We saw it happen in soccer. It's happened in F1. They're talking about tennis. The WNBA they're on liftoff because of Caitlin Clark, and they're treating her like she's a new inmate in Oz. Like if I'm Mark Cuban, all I see is dollar signs right now and starting a new league.
If I'm Mark Cuban, I'm hiring hitmen, and I've got hatchet women out there, and I'm knocking off whoever's knocking her down. I don't mean but I mean like, hey, you know what? She's a shooter. She's a shooter. She's not a power forward. She's not out there muscling people. She's not she's not the Dennis Rodman of the WNBA. And you've got people smoking this gal over. Or is it scripted? Is this with intent?
All I know is I had high hopes for it. Just looking at what was going on this weekend with the press conferences and the
trash
and everything.
Trash.
It's like the Jerry Springer show. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I have no interest in watching this.
Trash.
I want the Liv Golf of the WNBA where it's clean and there's money and there's people behind it that know what they're doing. These people don't know what they're doing. It's trash. Yeah. Yes.
Trash.
Absolute trash. I don't see it surviving this. It's like if it continues on.
It's not professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this show has never been portrayed as professional. I understand that.
If they don't clean it up, it won't exist.
Nor should it. I mean, it's bitterness, and it's thugs out there just beating people up and doing things that I think is quite ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if that's what and I'm not saying that that she needs to be the Tom Brady of the WNBA. I'm not saying that. But
okay.
No. But I mean, but like the and I get it, right? I mean, this is what you just showed. It was showed what you just showed. Better recognize. But my point is this like, I mean, how it's just trashy, man, and nobody wants to watch your shit anyway.
No,
and it's not because it's just listen. How many people? I'll ask it like this: if there were a women's basketball game on or a women's tennis match on, which would you tune into?
Tennis all day long.
all day. I mean,
I watch women's tennis.
So do I, and for the right reasons, not the weird ones that you dirty-minded people are thinking about.
Yeah.
But it's quality, it's talent. I mean, there's something going on, and I get you can argue team sport versus. I don't. It's just it. I don't. Yeah, I'll send this into a downward spiral, and hopefully we'll get a lot of hate mail on this. So,
but the point being is, if they don't clean up their act, I could see some billionaire or some investment fund taking these players to a different league.
So, the XFL, the Canadian Football League, Liv Golf. We could easily condense, and we could post everybody up like during COVID. You post the players up in Orlando, Florida, and hey, we've got a few teams, and we've got small a small venue, and here we go. We've got something. And guess what? We don't need any of you guys. I don't name an NBA player other than Caitlin Clark.
I have no idea.
WNBA. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I have no idea. Yeah.
Don't know and don't care. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't care about that. I hope they are well as humans, but I mean, nobody cares about the WNBA. I shouldn't say nobody. It's
pretty much nobody.
It's not a relevant in the world of for-profit business. It's not a relevant business model.
Nope.
The only reason you're supporting the WNBA is because you want a tax write-off, and I guess you're doing a philanthropical thing, and you're helping to support people with fake news. Somebody over here. I hope nobody's watching. What? I hope nobody saw that. It could have been the Korean, by the way. But yeah, I don't know that there's a space for the WNBA. That's not funded. It's got to be funded.
Yeah, you got to clean it up. They have a golden opportunity here, and they got to clean it up.
Trash.
Where did you want to talk about Costner?
Total trash. I want to talk about it. So I'm a big wrestling fan.
Oh yeah.
Have you watched The Iron Claw yet?
No.
The Von Erich story.
Oh,
you got to watch it. So good. So good.
The Iron Claw.
So good. Yeah, it's a bit of a. Did you watch The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke? Do you remember that one?
I think so. Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm not. You probably don't want to go back and watch it again. But what a great movie, and what a story. Kind of reminds me of the WNBA, just a disaster.
I like this cast. Yeah, Jeremy Allen White, Lily Jane. This is a good cast.
Yeah. You got the Bear. You got you got a lot of people in there.
I like this.
The dad is just a horrible suck ass person as a human.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, and all the kids wind up killing. I mean, if you don't know the Von Erichsen story, you will after you watch it. But most of the people wind up dead. Such a good movie though. Very, but it's about family and it's endearing. We don't talk a lot about that on the show, even though I think of you as like an electronic version of a family member, kind of. If a Chat GPT could be a family member, sometimes it responds with the right voice.
Exactly.
But so the Iron Claw, got to watch it.
I'll check that out.
Wonderful. What else is that? Oh, The Outliers.
The Outliers. Okay.
So that's it may be out of your realm. It's a Stephen King-y kind of thing, but it's got Jeremy. No, not Jeremy. It's got Jason Bateman. It's got the guy from
Outsider.
Outsider. Sorry, Outsider.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got the guy from what was the Key West movie that they Bloodlines. Is the big guy in it? The brother, the crackhead brother, he's in it. You'll recognize a lot of people.
Ben Mendelsohn, that crackhead.
Yeah.
Bill Camp's a fantastic actor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. He's one. So it almost gets into this weird thing. It's like eventually it gets into like, fuck, is this like a supernatural thing going on here? It's good. So if you haven't seen that,
I need to watch that.
Yeah,
I like that cast too, man.
The cast you can't fucking argue with, man. And the storyline is good. It does get a little weird kind of through it. I'm not all the way through it, but it gets a little bit weird, and it's kind of like, I don't know what's happening here. Remember, what was the Donnie Wahlberg? Yes?
Donnie Wahlberg. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Donnie Wahlberg played like a I don't know how you say this in a politically correct guy. He was he was a handy mentally challenged guy.
Okay.
In the Stephen King movie, and all these guys go on a camping trip, and then Donnie Wahlberg, and it winds up turning into this fucking alien thing and all that. You've had to have seen the movie. There's no way you haven't seen this.
Probably have.
Anyway, that's what The Outsider kind of turns into, is this Donnie Wahlberg Stephen King movie. And I think The Outsider may actually be a Stephen King. It could be based on this. It could just be turned into a series instead of a show. But very good, very good.
Okay.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, but was it Donnie or was it what the brother? Was it Mark? Was it Mark?
No. It's definitely Donnie.
Donnie, the brother.
Yeah, definitely Donnie.
Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher, yes, Dreamcatcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you haven't watched that, you should go watch. You should watch.
Oh, that's with the guy from Homeland and stuff.
Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So that I think Outsider is like Dreamcatcher, but in a series versus a movie.
Okay. Jason. Morgan Freeman in there too. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jason. My Name is Earl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant. Wow, that's a big cast.
Yeah, Oliphant.
I love that. Oh, with our buddy Tom Sizemore.
And Sizemore. How can you get away? How can you get away from? Was he Mr. White? Was he Mr. White?
No. He wasn't Mr. White, but he was in Heat.
I know, but wasn't he also in Reservoir Dogs?
He might have been. I don't know. Let's take a look. He was in
he had to have been. It was Thompson.
He was in Black Hawk Down.
No. Okay, no, it wasn't Sizemore.
It was Michael Madsen. Michael Madsen.
Madsen.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
never.
Madsen was great in Reservoir Dogs. He was great in Reservoir Dogs. Yeah. Sizemore was great in Heat.
So Costner, he's got some new westerns coming out.
Yes, he does. I think one drops this month, and then one drops in August or something, right? Yeah.
I think on the 4th. Never mind.
Oh, maybe July 4th. Yeah.
It drops Memorial Tournament week. How about that?
Memorial Tournament week. Okay.
Well, we don't like to talk about dates. We speak in tournaments. But Costner has really got the. What do you think set it off for him? Do you think it was Dances with Wolves, or do you think it was Wyatt Earp?
What set off the Western stuff?
Yeah. Or was it Bull Durham?
That's a good question. Why did he get into Westerns? Yeah, I guess one of those would have been it. I gotta think about that. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's take a look. I'm into this comment.
Had to be there for a reason. I mean, and he does a really fine job of
be a cowboy.
Things.
Yeah.
No, he's a great cowboy. I mean, he dumped 1944 and 1826, and he dumped all that, and he said, "I'll just go start my own shit." Now there allegedly there was a little parting of the ways that went on there, but spending too much time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, there's Dances with Wolves is there.
Open Range.
Open Range was later. Yeah,
it was later, much later. But Dances with Wolves, I think, was an early one.
He was in Silverado. That was earlier on. He was
in Silverado. He bought the horse he rode, the little buckskin pony that he rode in Dances with Wolves was not his pony, but he bought the horse and took it with him back to his ranch and wherever the fuck his ranch was. Or maybe he bought the horse and then bought the ranch. But allegedly he bought that little horse because he became so attached to it.
What a
he
great
fell in love.
Cast in Silverado.
Ooh, who was in Silverado?
Kevin Kline, Scott Glenn. We love Scott Glenn.
Ooh, we do.
Costner, Rosanna Arquette, John
Ooh.
Cleese, Brian
Yeah.
Dennehy. Dennehy,
Yeah,
remember Dennehy
yeah,
from Cocoon and all
yeah.
that? Danny Glover, Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, Goldblum.
Ton of them in there. Yeah.
You may know him from other movies with animals called Jurassic Park.
Yeah, exactly. Ton of characters in there, man. Wow. What a cast.
What a great one.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Gotta go back and watch that.
No, you haven't seen Silverado yet?
No, I mean, it's been a long time.
Oh, it's a revisit. I can still remember Costner. He's like upstairs boning one of the prostitutes in like up above the saloon, and he jumps out and he like rolls off the tin roof and like lands right on the horse. I remember that vividly as a kid, and I'm like, I wonder what that would feel like. No, the landing on the horse part.
Yeah,
landing on the horse part. I haven't figured it out yet, but I don't. I know a guy that has a horse. All right, that's all I got. I got nothing else.
So we got Memorial this week. We got a ton of good bets out there, and it's going to be a fun week. And then is next week it? Is next week they're coming here?
Next week's
wow, that came fast.
Next week's it.
That came fast.
Yeah, hopefully PGA Parsky's got everything set up nice and it's looking good. I'm sure he does. He's setting it up, but he's managing the managing things. So we'll have a debrief with him after the tournament. Allegedly, we've got a gentleman that played in the PGA Championship coming on pretty soon. Bill Bender, infamous Bill Bender, will be on the show. He's got some samples coming our way, allegedly. See how that works out. And hey, by the way, today's podcast was not brought to you by Adamski checking in, but there's a new podcast coming from Sweetens Cove, I hear.
Nice.
Maybe they'll want like some famous social media celebrities, podcasters to come on the show. Maybe they won't. I don't know.
Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Yeah,
we'll see.
Maybe we will show up anyway.
Well, if we do, it won't be for the full fucking time. I guarantee I can pass out like 10 minutes into the show.
All right, sounds good.
Hey, I guess we'll see you with Buckeye milkshakes, and don't be afraid to put a little bourbon down.